Hey guys, welcome to Think or Swim Setup, and congratulations for being here. I hope you guys are excited. Like, can you not see the excitement in my face? Can you not hear it in my voice? This is amazing. This is your first step and your first walk into the financial space. And I will be walking you guys through this journey and helping you guys execute your first trade. Congratulations. I hope you guys are proud of yourself for being here. So, with this video, feel free to watch it over and over and over again until it clicks for you, practice, and feel free to go back because a lot of time when it comes to the market, everything's about reputation. So, enough rambling. I'm like crying up here because I'm so proud of you guys. Let's get started. Guys, you're going to go to the link below and it's going to be TD Ameritrade. All right, so when you guys go there, you're going to tdameritrade.com. You're going to open up an account. So if you're going to follow Modernblkgirl and you plan on doing options, we recommend using a cash account if you're going to trade with below $25,000. If you're using more than $25,000, you can go ahead and keep your margin account, which is going to be the standard account that they give you. However, if you're trading with less than $25,000, which we recommend, especially if you're a newbie and you're taking this for the first time, we definitely recommend that you get a cash account. So when you sign up and you open an account, make sure you get a cash account that you can do options with, okay? Think of Swim has a support system that's pretty good. So if you have any questions, you can always go there and you can ask some questions about how to get started. All right, so once you are here, you're going to go to download now, and then you're going to download Think or Swim desktop. Guys, you have to do this on a desktop, a laptop, not a phone, not an iPad. It has to be done on an actual computer, all right, or laptop. Once you do that, you're going to have that Think or Swim icon right here, and bam, this is it. This is your Think or Swim platform, and this is how it's going to look when you first get here. All right, so at the side here, you probably have all your information in regards to like how much money you have and all of that stuff. But if you got nosy people around you a lot of times, like I do, you might want to declare this information. You don't want people to know what's happening here. So what you can do is where it says net liquid and option buying power, you can always here and turn on and off the privacy. All right, so you can see I got about $735 here. This is I like to call this my play account, right? This is where we learn from trial and error here. So if you want to ever turn that out so that information is not here, especially like if you're teaching, like I'm always teaching, or you're trading with people around, you can always do that to protect your privacy. Okay. And here you have all these different tabs, and what you're going to do is actually close them out. We're only going to keep a few. So you're always going to keep the account information. You can keep live news if you want, and you could put in a specific ticker if you want it. Like, so let's say if you want news on SPY, it'll have that there, and you can have particular news on whatever ticker you're looking for, and the stock prices here. So I'm going to remove Trader TV as well as Quick Chart. I don't like that. So I'm going to remove that, and you only can keep account info, live news, and your watch list. So to remove it, you're going to click here. I like to call this the menu bar. You're going to see this all throughout the platform. So to click it, you're going to click delete gadget and it'll delete it. So we're going to delete the Quick Chart as well here. You're going to click the one above it. Delete. Now, if for any reason you end up deleting something on accident, you can always hit the plus sign here at the bottom and you can go ahead and add it back, okay? In this case, we're going to leave it like that. And then here you go. So when you get here, you may have a watch list that says like default or something of that sort where it says watch list. What you can do is go ahead and create your own watch list. I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. All right, so to do that, it says watch list here. You're gonna click that button, okay, and you're gonna scroll down to create watch list, and then you're gonna name it. So you can name this my first watch list, all right, and then symbols, aka your tickers, you can put in the name of the companies that you want. So let's do Fang T. All right, so if I was about to type in Fang T, y'all. Fang T is going to be Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and Tesla. All right, so that's Fang T, guys. You may hear on TV a lot of people reference Fang or Fang T, and that is going to be your big companies, your big tech. All right, so once you're there, you're going to hit save, and then now it's here, guys, my first watch list. So if you ever want to look for particular companies, you can always go here, okay, and then you can go to personal, and you have the watch list. So because this is my training account, I have tons of watch lists here, okay? Now that we're here, actually, what I want you guys to do is there's a little settings gear right here. It's small and it's the corner. And what you're gonna do is click customize, and you are going to customize this set, all right? So what we're doing here is customizing what we see here. So the bid and the axe, I remove that, but where it says lookup column, you're gonna put volume, okay? I like to see the volume there of, you know, what's the volume on that stock. So I like to have that there. If you ever click here, you can always move it over if you wanna just get if you wanna see things a little better. So I like to see the last trading price, the net change, so what's changing, and the value. That's what I like to keep here on my watch list. All right, guys, let's get a little deeper. So we're gonna go to charts. If you go to charts, it's probably gonna look like this, and you have to enter a symbol. So let's do Apple, America's greatest success story, or maybe Google is America's greatest success story. I say Apple, but hey, some may beg to differ, or Amazon. I mean, they're all amazing, right? All right, so let's do Apple, guys. When you put in a ticker here, most likely your screen is gonna be like this. Don't worry, these lines, you guys are gonna learn about it a little bit later. So for now, I'm going to remove them. But your chart is gonna look like this, and this is gonna be your Apple chart on your 1 year, 1 day. So if you scroll over on the top here, you have your ticker, aka your abbreviation for your company, the name of the company, the last trading price, the percentage and the point of change, the last bid and ask price. Okay, you can always share a copy of the chart, and you can click that here with some information. But on this top row here, what we're looking for a lot is going to be the studies. We use that a lot, settings a lot, and right next to it is going to see D, where it gives you a list of all the different time frames. So here at MBG, we're trading with a lot of different time frames. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and customize this as well. So we're gonna go to customize, add time frame. So here at MBG, if you're gonna learn with us, if you plan on doing day trades, swing trades, we use a 5 day, 3 minutes. So you go to intraday, 5 days, and 3 minutes. Then you're gonna click add, and it's gonna add that here. And then we also, if you're doing some longer trades as well, we like to use our 2 year, 2 day chart. I like that as well. So we have a 3 year. I like to add a 5 year one as well. So we can do 5 days. And instead of doing weeklies, 5 years, you can do monthlies. Right? And you can have that there. And then another one, add time frame. This is if you really just want to get a full scope of the performance of this company. You can always do 20 and a quarter. All right, apply, okay, apply. And then now when you go here, you're gonna have all those different watch lists that we put on. So let's put a 20-year chart on Apple growth, right? So that's 20 and a quarter. We just add a 5-year monthly chart growth. We love that. So, but for now, we're gonna go back to the daily. So the daily we call the 1 year, 1 day chart, and we have that here. Okay. So we need to go in and design this thing, get it all pretty, because right now it's a little naked, right? We need to dress her up a bit and get some stuff on our charts. So the first thing we want to do is we're gonna go to the settings gear here, and then once we go here, we're gonna go to appearance. We're gonna fill up the green candlestick, and where it says color as symbol ticks, we're gonna change that because we need to be able to see the different color of the volume. So we're gonna go there, click apply, and then you're going to click OK, and then you see that here. Okay, and another fun fact, okay, for my day traders or people that are going to do more short-term trades, if we look at a smaller time frame, like our 5-day, 3-minute, you're going to see pre-market, right? And sometimes we use pre-market data to help us determine trades and what's happening in the market. So what we're going to do is keep it for now, but let's say for some reason you're plotting support and resistance and you're doing things in the future and you might want to remove it. You can always go back to the settings gear, equities, and then where it says show extended hours trading session, you're going to unclick it, apply and OK, and it'll take it off. All right. And you can always put it back. So you'll see as you guys are going through the curriculum with MBG, I'm always saying get it off, putting it back. So that is here for you guys. All right. Now let's get this chart pretty, y'all. Because after we get this chart all pretty, you guys are going to execute your first trade. Super, super exciting. Okay. So we're going to go to the setting, the chemist flash here. All right, and we're gonna go in and put some indicators on this chart. So the first indicator we're gonna put in is gonna be our moving average, but we're gonna put in simple moving average. So we're gonna click it 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna double down on it. Okay, so the first one here, you're gonna hover over it, and where the settings gear is, you're gonna leave it as 9. Okay, but you're going to change the color. Okay, all right, you're going to change the color to yellow, then you click OK, and then the second one you're going to go back to the settings gear, but you're going to change that to 13, and you're going to leave that blue and click OK. The third one, okay, we're going to put that as 50. And we're going to make that pink. I'm going to click OK. And then the last one, you're going to make that your 200 days. So what we did, guys, is we just put our simple moving average lines here. Okay. This could be any color you want for the last one. I like to make it like a little nice green, pretty little chart. All right, so these are simple moving averages that we just put on our charts. Don't worry, guys, if you haven't took interest with the stock market yet, or Thinker or Technical Analysis 101, we're gonna get there and we'll explain all what this is. But for now, we're just gonna put this on our chart. Okay, we need to put our RSI. All right, and that's here. And last but not least, we're gonna put our MACD. Okay, once you have this here, guys, you're gonna click Save as Set, and you can name this as my set, or short-term trade. So this is actually going to be a setup for short-term and long-term trades. So this is good for if you want to do something you want to trade something for a long time or a short time. So I would just name this my first setup, whatever you want to name it. Okay, I've taught this class multiple times. So if you go to set, usually it's short-term, long-term trades, and I have it here. And you could always switch in between. So what's good is if you ever just need to get your setup, you have that here. So understand, guys, when you're trading, you're going to have tons of setups for different things that you learn, right? Because you're going to learn from me. You're going to learn things on your own. You're going to create your own things. And just, you can always go in and put that on your chart. So guys, we just designed it, right? It looks like art. I know to you, you're probably like, actually, no, this looks like confusion. I want to quit. I'm out of here. But I promise this will get easier to understand, okay? So sometimes, guys, when you put all these indicators and stuff on your chart, it's hard for you to actually see what's happening on the chart, which we want to do. So I'm going to get off our 3-minute chart and go back to our daily, a 1 year, 1 day. It's going to look like this. Sometimes if you want to see what's on the chart, you can always kind of hover above these things. Okay, so like that, and just pull it down, right? Because you don't really need, once you learn about these indicators, you'll see you don't really need all of that chart. I don't know why it's not letting me pull it down. Okay, here we go. Boom, perfect. So you have that here. If you ever need to close this as well, so you can actually fully see it, you can, okay? All right, we love it here. So you have that here. Your chart is nicely designed. So these actually is representing roughly about a month of movement. So if you ever see this, it's just representing a month of different movement that's happening, just about your red lines here. And then at the bottom where you have your cursor, you have all these different drawing tools and sets that you're going to use later on as you are learning to navigate this new space of the stock market. But for now, we're going to leave it as a cursor. All right. So guys, our chart is set up, believe it or not. It's time for us to execute our first trade. All right, guys. So now that we were able to go ahead and put our things on our watch list, you guys see I got some more support and resistant lines in. Right now we're looking at Domino's. It's because, excuse me, Domino's is one of the companies that I gave last year as one of my top picks. Won't go fully into why I picked this, but just consumer spending, right? Last year, after the year we came off of people being in the house, everything we're dealing with COVID. It's kind of like a stay-at-home stock, but also just kind of a reactional stock to after COVID as well. So it was something that I really, really enjoyed and thought would be a good investment. So if you've been in MEG, we told the girls to invest in Domino. So what we're going to do, guys, is let's see if I was right. Let's see if I told the girls, I gave the girls good advice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on the on-demand feature. I love the on-demand feature because what this on-demand feature does is it's able to help you go back in time and you can backtrack certain plays and see where your money would be and all of that stuff. And you can practice moves. And then sometimes, like, let's say if you're trading a company for the first time, you can always use this on-demand feature to see how it trades. Because let me tell y'all, you might love a company, but it may not be worth the trade. At least if you're doing something more short-term. Long-term is a little bit different, but okay, let's get it going. So what you're going to do is click the on-demand button here. And once you are here, you're going to have your chart here and you're going to have a time going. Up here, it's going to say something like delayed data, but don't worry. I'm going to show you guys how to change that a little bit later. All right, so now that you guys are here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back. So we're going to go back to, we're going to click here. We're going to go back to January 2021, right? The first day of the market. So on January 4th, we're going to go ahead and we are going to do that. We're going to purchase it. So you're going to click here. The date, let's go to like 10:30. Okay, so you can also go in and change the date. So we're going to do January the 4th at 10:30. You're going to click go. And what you're going to see is it's going to collect the data. It's going to say pre-buffering. Once it's ready for you, it's going to say on demand. And then now you know that it's ready to go. So this is what Domino's looked like January 4th at 10:30, January 2021. Okay. So I already had some amazing growth, but we're pretty bullish, right? We think it can go a little bit further. So what we're going to do is once you're ready to purchase your contracts, you go to trade. And once you go to trade, you're going to have a whole list of the different contracts that you can purchase. And then once you're ready, because we want to go a year out, we're going to go all the way down to this January 21st, 2022 contracts. Once you click it and open it, you're going to have all this. Yours might look a little different. Yours might look like this when you first get it. But where it says strikes, you can always go in and edit it. And you can see a lot more different contracts that you want to purchase. Because we're going far, I'm going to give us like 50. So you can see all the different contracts. Now, what you got to go in and do as well is where it says layout on top, you're going to click here. Custom, not do that. Layout here. Customize, and then you're going to have the current set. I want you to delete what you have here and add mine. Okay, so we need open interest, we need delta, theta, as well as implied volatility. So now you have that here. So these are the things that you want to look at before you purchase any contract. So we have that there. And now let's go ahead and purchase our contract, guys. So we're going to go, what's Domino's? Domino's last year, well, 2 years ago at this point. In 2020, it went 280, to 4. That's a pretty good chunk of money. So we're gonna go about 100 points out as well. Actually, we're gonna do even. Let's try to go 500. So we're gonna get these 500 strikes. All right. We're gonna go here, and once you're ready to purchase, right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click over the axe, and then you're gonna get a pop-up menu. So what this is saying, it's gonna confirm the contract that you want to purchase. So what it's saying is you want to buy one single contract. Yours might say 10, but you can always go ahead and edit it. We're only going to purchase one. You're buying one contract of dominoes expiring January 21st, 2022 at the 500 strike. It's a call. You want to pay 130 at a limit. Okay? So what I want to tell you guys is you should if you took intro to the stock market already, you'll know, you can purchase something through market or a limit order. But this is where you're able to do it. You can set your stops and stop limits as well. And you guys will learn about that a little bit later in regards to stop and stop limits. All right, but once we're here, we have the price and you can edit it, right? So if people are asking for $13.90, but people are bidding around $11.90. So if you want to meet down the middle and edit it, you can also go ahead and do that. But in this case, what we're going to do is just leave it as it is. We're going to do confirm and send, and then we click send. All right, voila, guys, we just purchased our first contract, right? So if it says POS at the side, that means we purchased that contract. But let's say you didn't hear that sound, right? What could have potentially happened is this. So let's try to maybe purchase this contract at the money. If you purchase this contract at the money here, remember mine is automatically set the default to 1. It says 47.40, but let's say you're saying, I don't want that. I want this contract at, right? This one right here. I want it at 40, which is not even between the bid and the ask price. Most likely you're not going to get filled. And what's going to end up happening is it's going to say buy, right? So if you ever go to purchase your contract and you see that it says buy, that means that your contract didn't get filled. And you need to either cancel or wait to see if it gets filled. But in this case, you should cancel. When it comes to big popular companies like the Domino's, the Facebooks, the Googles of the world, you want to be able to you're supposed to get filled quickly, almost immediately, all right? So what you're going to do is once you go to monitor, you're going to see it under working orders, and you're just going to go ahead and delete that, and it'll cancel that bid for you, all right? You can cancel it, and then you can go back to trade and try to put in a different price, okay? Because sometimes you're fighting with the broker, like, I want it for this price, I want it for this price. But you guys will see, I say this all the time, don't be penny sticklers, all right? If you got hundreds of $1,000s on the line, don't waste a good entry fighting for a price over $50, right? Don't do that, y'all. But congratulations, guys. We just purchased our first trade. So it's super easy, guys. So all you do is you click, once you find the contract that you want, you click Ask, you get the pop-up message. Make sure it's green. If it's green, that means you're purchasing that contract. Buy one contract at the price, limit order, ready to go. If you want to do market order, you can do it as well. All right. And guys, you just purchased your first trade. Yay. Okay. Once we're here, now what we need to do is we need to fast forward, right? We want to see if Miss James, Tiffany, whatever you want to call me, did I give the people a good trade? All right. So we're going to fast forward to 2022, which we're in now. But when you're doing on demand, it's always like 2 or 3 days behind. So right now it's January the 3rd. Well, yeah, January the 3rd, 4th, whatever. It's going to go back a bit. So the data that they have collected right now is only to the 31st of December. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the 36th of December. All right. And as you can see, Domino's moved, y'all. We entered the trade back here. All right, 378. And the stock right now is currently trading at 566. So guys, remember we were buying options. So because we're buying options, right, these contracts, it's not 62.43. When we bought it, it was about 37-ish. It's actually a little bit more because remember, options is we're dealing with 100 shares. So this is not 62.40. it's actually a lot more than that. All right. It's actually $6,240. But let's go here. All right. If you go to this screen, if you open the drop down menu, you're going to be able to see what we purchased, right? So we purchased one contract of the 500 call at the trade price $12.90, okay? And the stock moved, and you were able to get 375% growth on that contract, right? That's an amazing investment, where you sat $12.90 and you made about $4,800, and all you did was sit it and forget it, and came back in a year and you made some money on that contract, and you only put $1,200. Now imagine if you put $5,000, right? If you put $6,000, you would have made a lot more money. But $1,000, you made five, and you sit it and forget it. That's pretty good. All right. So now that you're here, you got your money, you're happy. Actually, before we do that, if your chart doesn't look like mine here, you can go to the settings here, and then you just want to put this in. So delete here and put mine in. For any reason, when you're setting up your charts on your phone, if it doesn't transfer, you can always go in and do it. The same thing you do here, undo it on your phone. All right, guys, we're ready to sell this bad boy. So what we're gonna do now is, once you're ready, you're gonna highlight the contract. So this is the contract that we purchased. Once you highlight it by clicking it, you're gonna right click, create closing order. You're gonna go to sell. Now it's red, right? Red is signaling that you are now ready to sell that contract, and it's confirming, right? So it's confirming that you're selling one contract of your January 21st, 2022 call at this price in the limit order, okay? Now if you want to change it to market, let's say you're trying to sell this contract fast, you can always do market, and then you click confirm and send, and voila, all right? If you don't sell that contract, technically it's not your money, honey. Right? You got to sell that contract. So we went ahead and did that. And if you go to monitor, you'll see, right? We made $4,900. And now it says, instead of saying profit and loss, it says profit and loss for the day. And now that is your money. All right. Well, congratulations, guys. I want you to go in and play with this, right? Now that you know this on-demand feature is here, you may have some companies that you like and you love. Just go in and play with them. And, you can do different dates. Like if you want to say, okay, I invested $1,000 in Facebook from here to here, you can go ahead and back test that and literally just put in this date. So you can put in, let's do another one, y'all. Let's do this run of Facebook. Let's do one more for the road. All right, so we're going to go to 310. This is when the nice little rally started for Facebook. So we're going to go to 310, and then we're going to sell at the high. We're going to sell around 9.6, which means we need roughly about a 6-month contract. So let's go to Facebook. We're going to enter around 310 and 311. Let's do 310. The time doesn't matter because there's such a long contract. The time doesn't matter, so you don't have to change it. But if it was something short term, absolutely. So we're going to go back to March. We're going to do March the 10th, and then we're going to click go. So it's going to go back to March the 10th. This is what Facebook looked like at that time, and we're going for 6 months. We're going to September, which if you guys are following Modern Black Girl correctly, and you took an intro to stock market class, you would know that that's a seasonality piece. Usually tech and the whole market kind of takes a dip in September, but hey, we'll get there. All right, guys, let's purchase a contract for Facebook. All right, we're going to trade. Remember, we said we wanted to go till September because we cheated, right? We looked. We knew when it pulled back. But it wouldn't be cheating if you understand seasonality. If you understand seasonality, you know that the September is a pretty good time to get the contract. So, all right, we open it up. We see all these different contracts are here. Remember, if you want to do on the downside, you just purchase the put. But your call side, you're going to purchase the call. So, 263, we only did about $1,200 the last time. We balling, y'all. We got money. We're going to put a little bit more. All right, we're going to put a little bit more. I like these 300 contracts here. We put about, so there's trading right now of 1385 to 1415. So remember that's 1,385 or 1,415. So what we're gonna do is instead of purchasing one of these contracts, let's go ahead and purchase 3. right? You got to type it in, or you can use the arrow. So we're getting 3 contracts at 14.10. We're actually going to do the market price. So whatever's on the market, we're going to go ahead and do that. Once you click confirm and send, you're going to see, okay, this is the price that they're going to put it through. And usually when you do a market, they usually just do the highest price between the bid and the ask. All right, so now that we're here, we're going to click confirm and send, and voila, right? We just purchased it. Love that for us. And now let's go. Let's sell this. And we're going to go here. Let's fast forward to September. Let's do September the 2nd. Let's see what it was looking like. All right, we're close to the high. We're going to sell it then, okay? Remember, you want to wait until it comes off, and that's how you know. And then, guys, literally what we're doing here is the same way you would do it if it was a put. You would just play on the put side, or if you're doing it in real time, it's the same thing. The only thing is you don't have to change the date, right? Because we're in real time. All right, so let's go to monitor. Let's see how much money we would have made, guys. All right, so our Facebook contract, so our investment that we made, so we made, how much did we do? It's about $13.90 times 3. So we spent almost a little bit above $4,000. It's $4,170 we spent for this contract, and we made $18,000. Well, baby, that's a lot of money. A 445% return on investment, y'all. That's why we love options. We love it here. Hashtag we love it here. And you guys are going to love it here. That's why you're here, right? All right. So, guys, now that we're here, we're ready to sell this contract. You're going to click it here. See, and FYI, since that we sold that contract where it says filled, it's not going to be highlighted in red. All right. So, we're here. Right click. Create closing order. You're going to click sell. And now, let's say you don't want to sell all at once. You want to keep a couple runners, right? You think the market's going to keep moving. You don't have to sell all 3 at once. You can always say, you know what? I only want to sell 2. All right. So you would sell 2, and then you would see that. So what you're going to see here is that you still have your profit and loss, and you still have that 1 runner. And now it says you only have 1 quantity, and it shows that you sold it here. And then, like, let's say you want to fast forward it to maybe the 7th, and you kept it running. You were like, let's keep a runner in there. You made a little bit more, right? It went up to about 640, and now you want to sell this. So you right click, sell, confirming it, confirm and send, and voila. One last thing I want to show you guys. Once you're ready to trade and you want real-time data, all you need to do is sign into your TD Ameritrade account, go to client services, go down to subscriptions, and then you're going to get to this page. You're going to sign up for real-time NASDAQ level 1 data. It should be free for you. It depends on what kind of accounts you have. You go to free, sign up, and yeah, that's it. Just refresh your account and then you'll have that data for you. Now back to the video. Welcome to the amazing world of the stock market. And I will see you guys in either Beginner's Week or more videos if you're watching this on YouTube, or maybe an e-course. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and welcome to the wonderful world of Disney World. No, of the stock market, which could be Disney World once you learn how to navigate the market. Take care, guys. Bye.